guys? Welcome back to another episode of Madden 22 with the New England Patriots. This is episode 3. We are through 5 weeks, or I guess through 6 weeks. We're 2-3, coming off of a very disappointing 23-21 loss at the hands of the Houston Texans. So we are taking on the Cowboys here in week number 6. I actually started to sim this previously, and the game crashed. That was my first crash, so we missed out on a couple things. I did do my scouting already. I don't know if it took. Let's see. Yeah, I did my scouting already, and I did my training already. So we're at the point where we're just going to sim the week against the Cowboys. We've already done our negotiations as well. The game crashed in the middle of the game. So, yeah, again, we're going to – Devin McCourty and Donta Hightower are both going to go to free agency. We signed J.C. Jackson. I'll show you his contract here in a minute. But Demir Bird, I'm not interested in bringing back. Not at that kind of money. Not Watford at a 65. I'm good. I'm also taking a look at the development style. Like Sony Michel's a star, but I don't want to pay him $20 million. James White's a star. I don't want to pay him 11. And then everybody else is normal. So, yeah, we missed out. I think I missed out on Hightower and McCourty, and I'm not going to re-sign Gilmore just based on what he's asking for. So, yeah. So let's look at here. I'll show you the contract we signed. Where do I go? Team salaries. We want to go to cornerbacks. J.C. Jackson. Does it list his... Does it list his long-term contract right here? I want to look at contract. So you can see there's his contract there. We signed him to it was a 4-year contract beyond this season. You can see 11, 12, 13, and 14 is the cap hit. But we're going to need him to replace Gilmore starting next year. So J.C. Jackson will likely be our number 1 next year. He's an 86 overall. That will continue to increase. He develops at a faster rate. He's a star. That could potentially be a superstar if he keeps going. So we have our number 1 cornerback locked up long term. So now let's just get to game 6 and let's go ahead and sim this game here against the Cowboys. Turn the volume down a little bit for myself because it's going to be loud in my ear. I know you guys can't hear the audio. I still haven't figured out how to do that. I don't know enough about OBS. I'm sure it's a really easy fix, but I'm not all that bright. So here we are. Foxborough Stadium, or Gillette Stadium, the Razor. So let's go to Super Sim. Let's sim to the end of the quarter. So we get on the board with a field goal. It's 3-0 at the end of the first quarter. Just a thrilling football game. 6-0 now. What are we doing here? Oh, I did change a possession. I meant to do next quarter. Dallas gets on the board. We come right back with a touchdown. We're up 13-7, up 16-7 at the half. Very nice. Can we hold on to this one? 22-7 now. So we're up by 15 going into the fourth quarter. That's really solid. Let's just go ahead and sim to the end of the game. 22-10, 25-10, and we beat the Dallas Cowboys 25-10. Very good victory. We'll take a look at the stats here in a second once we get out of this. So that's good. We had a really bad loss last week and a good win this week. So we didn't recover 3 fumbles. We sacked the quarterback 3 times. We didn't turn the ball over. And I think we allowed a sack. Although it does have a check mark there, so I don't know. We'll see. Devin McCourty gets an upgrade point. That stinks because I think D-Mac's going to be gone. But we will put that into zone. Again, I'm going to try to re-sign one or two of them. I don't know if it's going to be McCourty or Hightower, but we're going to try to bring them back. All right, so let's look at the box score for that one. .463 yards of offense for us. We limited Dallas to 211. Wow. We didn't turn the ball over. Look at the time of possession. 40 minutes time of possession. So Cam was 27 of 36, 316 yards and a touchdown. Damian Harris, his first start, he was 23 rushes, 84 yards. James White, 13 for 48 and a touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson had his first 4 carries of the year. Receiving, Aguilar continues to just have a great season. 7 for 116. Hunter Henry, 8 for 93. Jacoby Myers with a good game. Defensively, Jonathan Jones led us in tackles. Any tackles for losses? Barmore had 1 tackle for a loss. We had 2 sacks. Van Noy with a sack and a half. That's nice. Judon had a sack. No picks. There were no turnovers for either team. Cool. So that's a very good win for us. We are 3-3 now. Let's advance a week. We got Jets week coming up. Forecast heavy rain. We had staff upgrades, so let's go and do that. Let's keep putting points into our defense. Where can those points go now? Oh, weight room's only 30. Sweet. It's 30 points, so we have to wait. Okay. So we'll wait, because I want to get all the... Actually, you know what? Do we want to come over here? Yeah, we'll do this. And this. Cool. All right, so defensive. We're going heavy into the defensive upgrades. All right, let's set our game day goal. It's raining, so we're not going to get 450 yards. Let's win the turnover battle. Lead by 9 at halftime. Recover 2 fumbles. What other options do we have? No less than 6 yards per carry or per catch. Yeah, Cam's been throwing the ball pretty well lately. I think we can do that even in the rain. And then game day goal, recover 2 fumbles. We're going to allow less than 4 yards per carry. Cool. All right, so what do we got here? We have, let's get in, GM meeting. Oh, so there's, okay, we'll look at these in a second. Let's look at negotiations first. Again, we don't have Gilmore, DMAC, or Hightower. Michelle. James White I don't want to bring back. Jacoby Myers I do want to bring back. 24. These normal development, though. The game doesn't really like him that much. But it doesn't really hurt the cap hit. So let's just get this up to 15.5. Make it a fair offer. Okay, cool. So we get Jacoby Myers to come back. Cam. Yeah, that drops our... Yeah, I'm not bringing Cam Newton back. That drops our cap space way down. Adrian Phillips. Oh, he wants 3 years. Normal development. No, I think we'll move on from Phillips. We're going to go a little younger next year, so it could be a step backwards for us, but that is okay. Let's take care of some scouting. I'm going to look at some quarterbacks because, again, I don't like the fact that it has Mac as a 71 with our quarterbacks. Okay. We could get one of these guys pretty late. So now let's go back to wide receivers because we do need some wide receiver talent. Kirk Shields is a deep threat. He's a scheme fit, so we'll look at him. 4th round talent. Okay. We need to look. We haven't looked really at much defensively. Any good defensive tackles? I think we looked at this previously. Yeah, there are a couple. 3rd round. 4th round. Mid 4th round talent. So Desmond Watson might be a good pick for us. Let's get Avery Meeks. Ooh, early 3rd round talent. Okay, so we might be able to get him in the 4th round. That might be a good good pickup for us. Outside linebacker. Do we have any? There are only one scheme fit. TJ Roten. That's okay. We could change that. So let's look at Melvin Saunders. And we got to save the rest of our points for next week. And let's take a look at some of this stuff. So heavy rain in the forecast. Looks like it's going to be raining the entire game. What's our plan on offense? We're going to run the ball. Practice your handoffs because we're going to be doing a lot of it this week. Beat the Jets and rack up 150 rushing yards. We will try. Free agent fit. Who's going to be a free agent fit? Hey, Coach, I want to talk about improving our roster and suggest some options on the market that could help us. Where could we use depth? Offense. Offense felt a little sluggish. Adding another player into the mix might be exactly what we need right now. Oh, these are just players that are on the free agent market right now. Okay, none of them. What do we have for defensive options? I thought this may have been next year. Jason McCourty. Let's see what he says. We're not going to sign him right now. There's a reason he's on the market. Yeah, you don't need Jason McCourty right now. We may need him next year if we can't sign Devin. But, all right, so that's that. Okay. And now what do we have to? We got to do training. Right, training. So Zach Wilson. Yeah, we need to defend the run in the rain. Offensively, yep, we're going to run inside because, again, we want to pound the rock. I want to figure out how do I get over to these options? Because I want to, I see where it says, can I use the mouse? Okay, so I have to use the mouse. All right, so who do we want to switch in here? Do we have any young star players? Yeah, Duggar. Yeah, that's perfect. Let's get Barmore, Duggar, and Winovich. Perfect. So I got to use the mouse to bring it back over here. Okay. All right, well, that's fine. Now I know. Continue. You get any upgrades? We did. N'Keal Harry. He's not a deep threat. Let's give him points there. Ooh, that +3 release is nice. Okay. And Barmore, that's awesome. Run stopper. We still don't know. He's got to play another 200 and 67 snaps in order for us to in order to unlock his potential. So hopefully he's a star player. We're not wasting our time here. So I think that's everything. So we've got, a couple players returning from injury. So let's get to Jets week. Pardon the coughing. Still getting over this bug that I had. In the rain, in Foxborough. Let's go to Super Sim, and let's start simming ahead. I'm sure there's another way to do this, but whatever. So we pound the ball down the field, pick up a touchdown. We're up 7-0 after 1. See where we are at the half. Up 14-0. Jets get a field goal. We're up 14-3 at the half. I like that. Oops, I did it again. I didn't do end of quarter. I did next possession. 14-9. So I think we turned the ball over. Let's just go to the end of the quarter. 17-9, 17-12. 24-12. Huge. And we win another one. We win back-to-back games. So we beat the Cowboys 25-10, and we beat the Jets 24-12. So a couple of really good weeks. Defense coming up strong for us. Only get up 22 points in the last couple of games. So we picked up an interception. We rushed for 150 yards, and we won. We won the turnover battle. We allowed less than 4 yards per carry. Cool, so we pick up 20 points. Nelson Aguilar gets an upgrade. He'll be a deep threat. Ooh, that's a nice upgrade. +3 catching, +2 spectacular catch, and Mac Jones. Field general. He's up to a 72, but again, Mac has only got the normal progression rate, so he might be the starter next year just for lack of a better option. But, yeah. All right, so we're going to save the staff points we have. Ooh, reflect on the game's performance. Let's do that. It seemed obvious, given the conditions, that the running game would play a huge role in who won. Who do you credit the most? The most? I will go with the offensive line. Those big guys up front had a huge day. It's hard to get much push when you're standing in water every snap, but they really bullied them up front and paved the way for big yardage. Nice. Offensive linemen will have +3 run block power and run block finesse for the next game. That works. Let's look at the box score before we advance to next week. This has been a good episode so far. We are 2-0. So we ran for 154 yards. They ran for 35. They turned it over twice. And again, we dominated the time. Look at that time of possession. 45-23 time of possession. Cam, 21 of 27, 246 yards. Very efficient day for Cam. Harris, 23 carries, 73 yards. White, 15 for 44. Stevenson, 7 for 19. We only averaged about 3 yards a carry? But we still ran for 150 yards, scored 3 touchdowns on the ground. I'll take it. Aguilar, Myers, Henry, and Harry all caught balls. Aguilar with another solid game. Gilmore led us in tackles. Uche and Barmore had tackles for losses. Uche also had a sack. Van Noy with another sack and a half game. We had picks from Jackson and McCourty. Very nice. Very nice. Good game. Very good game. So who do we got next week? We have the Chargers. So let's advance. I am recording, right? Yes. I'm always nervous. I get like 20, 30 minutes into this, and then I'm not recording. All right, let's look at negotiations. Gilmore, Bird, Watford, Hightower, Michelle, White, Phillips, Newton, Bentley. Juwan Bentley, Nick... I don't know. Do I want to bring Nick Folk back? Not particularly. Has Bentley done anything this year? I don't think he's even really played. Yeah, he's got... I mean, last year he played really well, but that's because he started every game. Yeah, I don't know. He's a 74 overall. I don't particularly... I mean, what does he want? What does that do to our cap number? How old? He's 25. I mean, it's not bad as depth, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. I can offer him that. If he wants anything more, yeah. If he wanted anything more, I probably wouldn't have taken it. I don't know. Do we also bring Phillips back? No, not for 3 years. If he was like 25, I would bring him back. All right, let's continue our scouting. I think we were looking at wide receivers last time. No, we were looking at, I think, defense. Yeah, we were looking at, I think, defensive linebackers is what we were looking at. Right, we wanted to finish off Saunders. Mid-second round talent, so right where it says he's supposed to go. Yeah, the rest of our defense is pretty solid. We do need to look at free safeties, though. Yeah, and there wasn't much here. 7th round talent in George Smith. Okay, DeAndre Tapp might be a good pick later on if we think he's going to go in the second. Let's look at strong safeties because we might be able to bring in a strong safety and make him a free safety. Yeah, so far not so good. 6th round talent. All right, yeah, so not a lot of talent in a strong safety pool, although Moses Middleton is really, really good. He's a 1st round talent listed to go in the 2nd round, so if we get him in the 2nd round, that might not be a bad deal. Although I don't really know how the draft works, so we'll just sort of see. I don't know if that means that that's what everybody is going to scout him as, or if that's just what we scout them as. So, weekly strategy. Do we want to stop? Yeah, I think it makes sense to just constantly go try to stop the run. Offensive game plan. The Chargers are 23rd in average rushing yards. Yeah, let's focus on the inside running game. Let's continue to try to pound the rock. I'm going to stick with Barmore, Duggar, and Winovich. Winovich should get an upgrade here relatively soon. Any upgrades? Yep, cool. Who do we have upgrades for? Winovich, very nice. +4 tackling. Let's go. Jared Stidham. Let's go, Jared. Cool. And Sonny Michel, who's injured. And I can't trade him anymore. At least I don't think I can trade him. Is he back from injury? If he's back from injury, we may try to move him. Because this is the final week, I think. Yes. All right. So now we are going to try to trade Sony Michel. Let's see who has interest in him. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do this. Okay, so the Bears have some interest. The Bengals. Broncos. I'd like to trade him to the NFC if I could. I could trade him to the Bucks. Cardinals have interest. I'd rather trade him to a bad NFC team, see if we can get a higher pick. Falcons, Washington football team. Would Washington football team want him? Would they give us... I just want to see what this does. Advance. Advance. Submit. Okay. So, let's remove that. What about just a first? Now we're getting there, so I probably can't get a first, but I bet I could get... Oh, right now they have the 30th pick. So they're actually pretty good. So I could probably get a second and third from Washington. San Francisco? What would their draft picks look like? So they don't have a first-round pick. They don't have a first-round pick next year either. So they already traded all their picks. Giants? Giants have got to be bad, right? Yeah, right now they have the top overall pick. So could I get a second and a third for Sony Michel? No. Okay. So it's got to be a low first... Oops. It's got to be a low first-round pick. What am I doing? Back out here. What am I doing? Trade block. Why are the Patriots not on here? What am I not seeing? What am I doing wrong? So I got to do it this way, I think. Yeah, I got to do it this way. All right. So it's going to be a low first round pick. So I think again with Washington I could get a low second, low third, which is fine. I would just like to see what I can maximize that at. So they're the 25th. I feel like the Packers are going to end up being better than... What about the Panthers? Where are they? 24th. And they don't have a second round pick. Okay. Raiders, Rams. Maybe we make it come to reality here. Would you do that? 42nd and 74th pick for Sony Michel? Let's see. No. Okay. Ravens, no. Saints. You know what? I'm okay. Let's go back because I think we can get... I feel like we should be able to get a second and third. And if we can get that, I'll be okay with that. Yep. So we're going to send Sony Michel to the Washington football team and get back the number 62 overall pick and the number 94 overall pick. Cool. All right. So that works for me. Final trade. And we will... move on. I think we've negotiated. We've already done everything, right? We've already done everything. Yeah? We've already done our scouting. Training's complete. Yeah, let's play game 3. We are going to have to sign somebody after this week. Bring in another running back to fill out the depth chart. Although it may, I don't know if it does it for me. It may bring somebody in automatically. I don't know. But we're loading up on draft picks. So we've got a first, a couple of seconds. I think we have 3 thirds now. All right, I'm not interested in it. It's really loud in my ears. So if I stop talking, that's why. All right, so let's jump forward. And let's see how we do. So we're up 7-0 here. 7-3 after 1. 10-3. 17-3. 17-3 at the half. Let's go. 30-3 as we are blowing out the Chargers here in Los Angeles. Just go to the end of the game. Wow. And we hold on. What a game. We were up 30-3. Gave up 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter, but we held on. So we win 3 games in a row. We didn't recover 3 fumbles. We passed for 275, so we only got 6 points. So I got to remember to change my staff goals before every game. That's something I got to remember to do. All right, so let's go to manage staff now. We have 41 points. I want to make sure that we get that upgrade in the trenches. Let's upgrade that. And it doesn't unlock this stuff. Why are these still locked? Somebody let me know. Why are these? Are they locked because I went down this side of the tree? Is that basically what happens? So this side, we're down this side of the tree and I can't go over here? Is that essentially how it works? Somebody let me know. I guess let's go over to offensive coordinator. Player personnel. Actually, let's save some points for player personnel because trading is obviously going to be important. Let's advance the week. Are there any other trades we want to make? Let's look at the roster real quick and just make sure that there are no other trades that we want to make. Yeah, we need to bring in another running back. I mean, maybe James White, because we aren't going to re-sign him. Let's see. Let's see what we can get from Mr. James White. Let's see who's interested in him. It's going to be late round picks because he's only a 78. Cam. Oh, wait a minute. Ted Karras. We don't need a center with a backup center with a $3 million cap hit. Who's interested in him? Anybody in green? A lot of yellow, so some basic interest. Here, you want to go to the Bucks? What will the Bucks give us for him? Let's try 3rd, 4th, and 5th. No, okay. 3rd and 4th. We're getting there. Getting there. All right, what about a 3rd next year and a 6th next year? So we can try to spread some of these picks out a little bit. Oops. Cool. So we can get a 3rd and a 6th next year for Ted Karras. It clears another $3 million off the cap. So now we got to sign a couple. We got to sign a running back and a center. And it's got to be somebody cheap because they're literally going to sit on the bench. Anybody young? Kalen Ballage, he's 20. Sure. And then we need to bring in a center. There, 25-year-old center, that works. Lamont Gaillard. Cool, so we fill out the roster again. And yeah, so we've got a little bit more cap space now. Not that we need it right now, but let's advance the week. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Yep, cancel. Advance the week. Next week. All right, so we are at week 9. We're going to be taking on the Carolina Panthers. We're 5-3. We have 7 players ready to negotiate. Anybody that we want to bring back. Nope, no one else is ready. Okay. Let's do our strategy. All right, so defend the deep pass against Sam Darnold. I don't know about that. Oh, wait. No, I want to go back. I don't know. Their offense. Wow, they got a good offense. 5th in points per game, 2nd in total yards, 4th in passing yards, 8th in rushing yards. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. We'll go with what the coaches say. We're going to stick on the inside run because that's been working for us here. Barmore, Duggar, and Winovich is fine. Any upgrades? Yes. Uche, nice. Uche's going to be a speed rusher. Come on. Let's put that point right there in speed rusher. Up to a 75. Ramondre Stevenson, that's huge. Elusive back. And Gilmore. I mean, it doesn't matter. He's a monster, so we'll put it there. Wow, +4 tackling. Excuse me. Scouting. What do we want to go from here? I think maybe we just start looking at some of the best available. Couldn't hurt to look at left tackles. 2nd round talent. 3rd round talent. Okay. So Machado's not very good, so we'll stay away from him. Let's look at Luke Bush. Early 1st rounder. Johnny Carr. Mid 1st rounder. And starting, I think, next week, we'll start looking at some of the lower round so that we can try to spread this out a little bit. We do need to look at some cornerbacks, especially with Gilmore presumably gone next season. All right, so let's play the game. So we're 5-3 going to Carolina to take on the 6-2 Panthers. Can we make it 3 wins in a row? Bank of America Stadium, and I forgot to change the staff goals again. I'm not going to rush for 5 touchdowns. Those other ones are manageable, but I'm not going to rush for 5 touchdowns. So let's go ahead and sim. So they get on the board first. It's 3-0 Panthers after 1. We take a 7-3 lead. They kick another field goal. Another field goal. 9-7 Carolina at half. Ooh, a turnover. And we're getting beat pretty hard today. Down 19-7 entering the 4th. Can we make a run here in the 4th quarter? No. We lose 26-14. So we'll see what the final stats look like. And we drop to 5-4. I'm afraid we're gonna end up middle of the pack. Yeah, we didn't get anything here. So we won the turnover battle and we allowed less than 4 yards a carry. We came up just short of rushing for 150 yards though. One new injury. Who's hurt? Oh, Trent Brown down for the year. Okay. All right, well, it is what it is. Let's advance the week. Let's get to Brown's week. All right, so 8 players ready to negotiate now. Anybody I'm interested in negotiating with? Raekwon McMillan? Nope. Ballage? Nope. Are any of these players? I think I want to negotiate with Olszewski and Johnson because I do want to bring back our fullback. And I do want to bring back Olszewski because he's a good return man. We do need to go into staff. Player personnel. Let's see. 5% discount on players under... Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, we're going to go here. Hometown discount. We're going to start dumping our money into hometown discount. Absolutely. Game day goal. We're playing the Browns, so we're not going to shut them out. We're not going to blow them out. 70% time of possession. I don't know about that. Let's go after win the turnover battle again. We've been doing a pretty good job with that. Game day goal. Excuse me. Yeah, that works. No less. We'll try the 6 yards per catch again. And then game day goal for defensive players. Allowed less than 4 yards a carry. And game day goal for player personnel. Win turnover battle. Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, let's do some scouting. I forgot already what I said I was going to do. Oh, lower round players. That's right. We need to finish with Freddie Brackett, though. All right, so a late first rounder, Freddie Brackett. So let's look at some wide receivers later. So we looked at a third here. Let's look at these 3 guys: Bogan, Whitlock, and late 6th rounder, Medlock, mid 5th rounder, and Pittman. Okay, so Pittman is a pretty good option. Jose Byers, another good option there. Let's look at some later option running backs. Johnny Parker out of Indiana, 5th rounder, and Trent Newsome. Okay, so we'll finish up Newsome next time. Let's get... So what I think we're going to finish this week. We'll look at the stats, and then we'll call it an episode. This puts us at about 45 minutes. And again, I hope to do another one here at the end of the week. So let's strategize. Defend the outside run against Nick Chubb. Yep. Blitz counter against Myles Garrett. Yep. And, yeah, we'll start practice with Barmore, Duggar, and Winovich again as our... focus players, and I may start to spread that around a little bit. I think that might make sense rather than just focusing on the same 3 players every time. No upgrades. All right. Let's go ahead and play the game, or quote unquote play the game. So 5-4. We are 3-1 in this episode, so pretty good start for us here. Super Sim, and let's jump forward to the end of the quarter. So Cleveland up 7-0. We're down 7-0 after 1. We tie it. They come right back, score a touchdown, another touchdown. We get on the board as the half ends, so we're down 21-14 going into the second half. They get another touchdown and another touchdown on a turnover. Ugh. 35-14. We are getting blown out of our home stadium here. We lose 49-17. Not a good game. Not a good game. Not a good way to make to end this episode, but that's what we're going to do. Let's advance. Not a good week. Let's advance the week. Get up to the Falcons. We're 5-5. Oh, we got a short week, so we got a game on Thursday night. All right, well, let's take a look at the team stats. that where it is? Where are our team stats? Mills is back, Phillips is back, Bethel's back. I didn't even know they were hurt. I think it's over here, right? Yeah, stats. So the Falcons are 2-7, so hopefully we can defeat them. But Cam on the year, 208 of 316. He's run for 2,700 yards, 20 touchdowns, 10 picks. Not bad. His rating is over 100. White, 122 carries, 440 yards. We're averaging under 4 yards a carry, which isn't great. James White has fumbled the ball 3 times. This I don't believe. You telling me that his longest run is 9 yards? Our longest run of the year is 9 yards? That can't possibly be right. All right, well, that's what it's saying. Receiving, Aguilar, 46 for 687. Myers, 42 for 664. Henry's having a great year. Jonnu Smith is not. I got to get Jonnu Smith more involved, and I think I do that by. Well, let's look at the rest. Let's look at the defensive stats first. Tackle for losses, Winovich and Guy each have 6. Devin Godshot with 4. Barmore with 4. Sacks, Van Noy has 8. Judon 6. Winovich and Uche 2.5. Guy with 2. 5 picks, 1 each for Jackson, Duggar, Gilmore, McCourty, and Mills. So what I want to do now is, before we end the episode, manage the roster, depth chart. Come to wide receivers, and we are going to move Jonnu Smith up the list here. We're going to put him as the number 4 option. So hopefully that'll get him some more receptions, because we can't run a. It's the one thing about Madden that it's not as in depth as some of these other games. I would be running, if this was a football sim, I would be running a ton of 2 tight end sets with Henry and Smith, but we can't do that in this game, I don't think. We might be able to. Maybe we can switch the style of. Do I do it here? Switch the style of offense. Is there a 2 tight end style of offense? No, that's just. Maybe I can't do it during the off season. Can't change your style of offense mid-season. I don't know. Maybe. We'll figure it out, though. But I think that might team schemes. There we go. That's got to be it, right? Yeah. So, vertical. I'd like something that has multiple tight ends. Lead blockers. Vertical power run. Spread. Run and shoot. Air raid. Pistol. Yeah, we'll just stick with vertical zone run for now. I don't see anything that says specifically 2 tight end type sets. That's what I would love. I'd love to have an offense that focused on the 2 tight end set. So we can run Aguilar and Myers out there with Henry and Jonnu Smith. And I think that's really our best option. So, all right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we'll try to finish up the regular season. I don't know if we're going to make the playoffs at this point. We're 5-5. Can we look at the standings? Assuming we can look at the standings. I don't think it's not under schedule. Playoff, but we can't see the playoff. Where do you look at the standings? I don't know. Where do you look at the standings, guys? Somebody's got to know. Because it's just the schedule. Can I pull it up here? All right. I don't know. If somebody can tell me where to pull up the schedule, that would be great. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. We'll come back and we'll take a look in the next episode, and we will, yeah, like I said, we'll try to finish off the regular season in the next episode. We'll see how it goes. And, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if there's something I'm missing. Again, you know, if you guys, you know, if I'm missing something obvious, let me know. If I'm not doing something right, let me know. But otherwise, very simply, let me know your thoughts. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you watching, guys, and I'll talk to y'all next time. Take care. Bye-bye.